a tutorial using all Drugstore products and brushes. So I already cleaned and moisturized my face. I'm going to be starting off with my Nivea Aftershave Balm. For people who don't know, this works as a really good primer. The second most used ingredient is glycerin, and glycerin is basically like the super glue of makeup. And so when you put that as your base, when you put your foundation on top of it, it makes it stick and stay all day. So we are going to start off with that, and we're only going to use a small amount because I feel like a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just using this much, and you have to rub it in your face like you would with a moisturizer, but you have to keep rubbing it in until it starts to really get absorbed into your skin and it starts to feel a little tacky and like sticky. So next I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, I believe it's called, I'm not sure. And I'm going to be using it with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation and I'm in the shade 125. Okay, so next we're going to be doing concealer, and I'm going to be using both of these concealers. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and then I'm going to be using the NYX HD Concealer. Both of these are really good. You can get NYX. You can usually get NYX at Ulta. They do have it at Target, but Target doesn't really have a wide variety. So I usually go to Ulta for mine, and I'm going to be using these in an upside down triangle area. So what that does is to hide your under eye circles. You don't want to go in that shape because it's only going to emphasize that under eye darkness. So when you do the upside down triangle, it allows you to lift your angles of your face without emphasizing those dark circles while it also covers them. I'm going to be using my beauty blender, well, my Real Techniques sponge to blend this all out.
All the things that we wished they never came true. All the promises made were broken by you. All the choices you made, would you make them again?
Okay, so next I'm going in with my high definition powder, loose powder from e.l.f. just to set my under eye concealer. I like to go in with my beauty blender without any powder first, and then I will go in and just blend any creases that might have formed while I was getting my powder ready or anything like that, just so that when I set my powder, I don't want to set those creases. So I'm going to blend, grab as much powder as I can. I didn't grab a lot of powder. Okay, let's do this again. I'm going to blend any creases that might have formed, and then still looking straight ahead or up, you can go in to your powder and then set your under eyes by lightly dabbing that powder as close to the lash line as possible, because that's usually where creases start. And just leave that powder there. Leave that powder there. Then you want to go in, blend the other side, grab your powder, and just set. See? You can see the powder there. Since I have dry under eyes, I don't really like to leave the powder on for a long time. So I will set it, and right after I set it, I'll go in with a brush, and this is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I'll just sweep this away. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Coloricon blush. This is in the shade Apricot in the middle, and it is a beautiful peachy apricot shade with a little bit of sheen. And also I'm using this brush. This is the Wet n Wild brush. I believe this is the blush brush. You can get these at, I've gotten them at Walgreens. I haven't seen them at Target, and I don't think I've seen them at Walmart. But this brush is so soft, and it's $1.99. That's it, $1.99 for this, all their face brushes. So I have these 3 face brushes. They're very, very, very soft. These are the 3 Wet n Wild face brushes, and they're $1.99. The eye brushes, some of mine are dirty. These are their eye brushes, and these are 99 cents. So I highly, highly, highly recommend going to your local Walgreens and picking these up. Picking up the face brushes. They're amazing, and they're so, so inexpensive. I use these in almost every eye routine I do. I use the blush brush for my blush almost every time I do my makeup. Their brushes are awesome, and I really highly, highly recommend them. So I'm going to dab these blushes are actually very, very pigmented too. So you just need to tap off the excess, and then we're going to put this on our cheeks. very lightly.
So why am I still thinking of you? I don't wanna be.
So next we're going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is it. It's I think it's like it's more of like a light to medium bronzer. It's awesome. So I'm taking this on the powder brush from Wet n Wild that you can also get at Walgreens. And I'm just going to be bronzing my face with this. Just since I have a bigger forehead, so I like to bronze my forehead. Just give it some color, if anything. I'm not the greatest at contouring. So I like to at least bronze because it's kind of like messy contouring where you don't really have to worry about being precise and making sure your lines are even. You just kind of put it in those general areas. And that's basically what I do. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with my Wet n Wild Megaglow Illuminating Palette, and it looks like this. You've got 4 shades, 2 gold on the outer corners, and then 2 pink tones in the middle. I'm going to be grabbing since I'm a little on the lighter side of the spectrum, I'm going to be kind of mixing the 2 pinky tones in the middle. You can grab this one, you can grab this one, you can mix it all together. There are no rules to makeup, so just do whatever your heart desires. And also, I'm using a crease brush from Wet n Wild for my highlight because it works.
We could run from Olivia.
I'm using my viewfinder like I was before, and I'm just kind of guessing as I go. It's kind of like doing the no mirror makeup challenge every time you film. Hopefully that's enough. Just kidding. You can never have enough. You know what? I think I'm gonna add this light gold one just to do it because it's pretty. Let's see what happens. So I have this eye primer that hopefully works. I tried it on my hand. I remember Kathleen tried this, the matte one. Oh, sorry. It's called Maybelline Master Prime. Long-lasting eyeshadow base. They have a matte one and a shimmery one, and I can't remember which one Kathleen Lights said she likes. So I just grabbed the matte one and hoped for the best. So we're just going to prime our eyes. And like I said, I can't see anything.
I don't wanna be in love, ooh, in love.
I just realized that you couldn't see me. I'm just blending out that eyeshadow base. So once you put your eyeshadow base on, I like to set it with just like a regular face powder. So I'm just gonna grab this and just put it all over. So I'm just using this blending brush to put on this face powder on my eyes just to set my eyeshadow base, because when you put your eyeshadow base, you don't want to go straight in with an eyeshadow because your eyeshadow base is sticky. So when you put just a regular face powder on it, it'll set that base and make it nice and smooth. So when you go in with your eyeshadows, it'll allow it to glide on a lot easier without just sticking on to that first part of the eyeshadow that you put on initially when your eyeshadow base is sticky. Okay, So I don't have any eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore or anything like that. I do have some single eyeshadows that are from NYX that I really like. I really recommend them. Again, you can get NYX at Ulta. Usually that's where I like to get my NYX products. So I got these shades. Here, I'll do one at a time. So this shade is called Strike a Pose, and it's just like a light satin brown. Then we have Stiletto, and that's Stiletto. And then we have a NYX Prism eyeshadow, I believe, Prismatic eyeshadow, and this one is called Bedroom Eyes, and it's this really beautiful bronze color, super pigmented. So first we're going to be going in with our blending brush from Wet n Wild, and we're going to be going in with Stiletto. Stiletto is our lightest shade, and we're going to be using this as a transition color. The transition color is going to be going in the crease, starting with the outer corner. I like to start in the outer corner and then just work my way through the crease and just blend it. And this is going to allow any shadows that we put over top just for something for them to blend into.
You've gotta know nothing lasts forever.
Since this shade is basically like a skin tone color, it's not really going to show up too much, but it's just going to be a nice color for your other shadows to blend into. Okay, so now we're going to be going in with, I think it's called Strike a Pose. Yes, we're going to be going in with Strike a Pose, which is the satin color, and I'm going to be grabbing this eyeshadow brush. It's like this size, and I'm going to be packing this eyeshadow on my brush slightly, not too much. Tap off the excess, and then I'm going to be putting this, I'm going to be putting this in the outer corner. Okay, so now that we have our eyeshadow on where we want it, we're going to take the fluffy brush and we're just going to go around those edges and just blend them out in windshield wiper motions and then little circle motions.
I don't wanna be in love, ooh, in love. I don't wanna be in love.
Okay, so now we're gonna take the shading brush by Real Techniques. You can get Real Techniques at Ulta, I believe. And we're just gonna take this brush and we're gonna take the shade Stiletto that we used as our transition color, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line. So now we're going to go back into Strike a Pose, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line just on top of the Stiletto shade that we just used and we put down. So I'm going to dab that, and I'm going to be using the same brush. Then once I do the under eye, the lash line with the eyeshadow, I like to kind of connect it back to the top of the outer corner where we put that color on the top, just to connect it and make it seem cohesive. Then I will go back in with my blending brush one more time and just blend this all together. Okay, so now I'm going to be grabbing this Wet n Wild brush. I think it's called like a flat shader brush. And see how flat it is? Whereas the other brush that we used, this one, in comparison, when they're side to side, the one that we're about to use is flat. It's a lot thinner. Whereas the other one that we used, this one is a lot fluffier. So this one allows, when you're putting your shades on, it allows it to have a more fluffier, more blended out application. Whereas when you use something that's more dense, it will allow you to pack on your color. So now we're going to be taking Bedroom Eyes, which is another NYX shadow. It's the Prismatic shadow. And we're going to be taking this on this flat brush. And so then we're going to tap off the excess. We don't want it falling, so we're just going to tap that off. And then we're going to pat on this color, mainly in the middle of the lid. And then we're going to blend out to each corner. So now that we have our lid color on, I'm going to be highlighting my inner corner and my brow bone. And I'm just going to be using the highlighting palette that we used earlier. I'm just going to be using this palette, and I'm going to grab the lightest yellow shade, and I'm using I think this is like a small concealer brush, and this is also from Wet n Wild. It's 99 cents. And I'm just going to be taking this on my brush, tap off the excess, and then I will put that on my inner corner. Okay, so I don't have any drugstore eyeliners, but I do have affordable ones. These two are from Colourpop. I have one that is like a deepened plum color, and this one is called Best O. And then I have a deepened brown color, and this one, I think it's called a black and brown, and this one's called Brew-Haha. And I think I'm going to use Brew-Haha, and which is the deepened brown color. So you can use a black, you can use a brown, you can use a dark brown, anything like that. So I'm just going to be tightlining on the top lash line, and I'll probably just apply this to my upper lash line very close to my lashes. Okay, so Even though Colourpop is not in the drugstore, they're very, very affordable products. So this eyeliner is $5. All their eyeliners are $5. I will be using their product for my eyebrows. This is their gel pot liner. I believe this is $6. It's not expensive at all. It comes with a lot of product. I also have their eyebrow pencil, and this is also $5. It comes with a retractable brow like pencil thing, brow crayon. It's kind of like the Brow Wiz from Anastasia, and then this is the spoolie. So today I'm going to be using the brow product, but before that we're going to be doing eyelashes. So I'm just going to curl my lashes, and then I will be applying my mascara. I'm going to be using my Lash Sensational. Another one that I really like is, this is the Lash Sensational, sorry. So another mascara that I really like is the Voluminous Carbon Black. Mine isn't waterproof. I just figured it out. I just finally read it. And don't get, well, I mean, if you want, you can get waterproof. It's just, it takes an army to get this stuff off if it's waterproof. So I recommend just getting the regular one. I think it's really good. So yeah, today I'm going to be using my Lash Sensational by Maybelline, but I'm going to curl my lashes first.
Take my hand and we'll go away to a different place, float on air and we'll hide away. I'll be your escape. Look up and feel the shifting winds tossing us around again. Hold tight, get ready to begin and just levitate.
I will be using the NYX Lingerie. Hopefully this goes well. I changed my lipstick colors as the hour changes, so we'll see.
And just levitate.
Okay, now we're almost done. Last step is to set our whole face. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Okay, so this is the setting spray. This is basically just gonna lock in your makeup. It's gonna allow all your powders and everything to just melt in your face and stay on your face a lot longer. This one has more of a harsher spritz, so I like to just do a couple on the face. I don't want to drench my face and be a wet mess all over my face. This is the makeup up close. I hope you liked it. I hope these things helped, and yeah. Okay guys, that's it for the tutorial. I really hope this helped you guys out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if it was helpful. If you have any of these products or you want to try any of these products, if there's a product in here that you liked, let me know. If there's a product that you want me to try, let me know. Just leave any comments or suggestions you have for me in the comments box. And yeah, I'll have every product listed down in the description box below, and I'll try to put the prices. I just know that prices differ between places that you go and where you live and things like that, so we'll see how that goes. I really hope this was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.